Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series. And the question for today is discuss the production technologies of peas in relation to varieties, climate, sowing time, seed rate and plant protection. So kind of this year, actually every year you will see that package of practice of 2-3 crops generally comes. So this year in paper 2 grapes and peas were asked. So we have already discussed about grapes. Now we will discuss about peas. Okay. And this question was asked in this year's UPSC agriculture optional paper, that is in 2025. So let's see how we can approach the answer. So in introduction part, you can write something about pea. That is, it is one of the most important pulse crop in India. Okay, it is one of the most important pulse crop in India. It is known for its protein-rich properties, protein-rich seeds, protein-rich properties, and its tender pods. So kind of it is highly consumed in India, and there are various things which you can write about pea. So I am giving you that as a homework. You have to write a 1-2 line introduction about pea. I have given you 2-3 dimensions here. You can write anything and you can explore yourself also. Okay, so please do comment 1-2 lines of introduction for this question. Now let's move to the body part. We have to discuss production technologies in relation to varieties, climate, sowing time, seed rate and plant protection. So first of all, we will discuss some of the important varieties of pea. Varieties of pea. So there are various varieties of pea. You can remember any 4-5 which you can write in answer. I am giving you some of the kind of varieties. The most important one is Ajad pea. Ajad P1. Actually, this is Ajad P series where various kinds of P were there. Ajad P1, Ajad P4, Ajad P5. You can mention all. Secondly, we have Pant P. Pant P. Okay, Pant P1, Pant P2, Pant P3, and it is also kind of various series. So Pant P, remember, there is another variety Rachna. There is variety Punjab 89, Punjab PA series, Punjab 89. Then we have kind of Arkel, other varieties such as Early Badger, we have VL Mutter, VL Mutter 1 to 5. So there are various varieties. You can mention, I think, any 4-5. Do remember Ajad P and Pant P because they are highly used and grown in India. Now so we have done varieties. So after varieties, we have to move towards climate requirements of pea. Climate. So we know that pea is generally kind of cool season crop. Okay, it is a cool season crop, or you can mention it as a rabi crop that is grown in winter seasons in India generally. It is a rabi crop. Okay. The optimum temperature which it requires is around 18 to 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, and actually for pod setting and flowering, the temperature should be anytime below 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, for a proper pod development. Okay, it is sensitive to frost. Frost should be avoided. It is very much sensitive to frost. Okay, so these are things which you can mention. In climate, it is kind of uh, here for flowering short, it is a kind of short days are necessary for flowering. This you can also mention. So this is all about climate. You can mention about season, you can mention about temperature, you can mention about kind of optimum temperature, you can mention that it should be frost free. So this was about climate. These all things you can mention in climate. Then we have to discuss about sowing time. Third one is sowing time. So in sowing time, you can discuss that peas are generally rabi crops. So generally they are sown between October to November. November, and that is kind of vegetable peas for vegetable peas. Whereas grain peas can be sown a bit earlier, that is from October to November, mid-October to mid-November. No, sorry. Yes, mid-October to early November, not early November, early November, a bit early, kind of. It can be sown 50 days, 15 days earlier as compared to vegetable pea. This is grain peas. So kind of, you if you know the sowing time of Rabi crop, so you can go write it. In South India also it is sown in November to December time. So this is kind of sowing time of pea. So I hope you understand the sowing time. Then we have to discuss about seed rate. Seed rate. At what kg, what rate seed should be used for vegetable pea? The seed rate should be around 80 to 100 kg per hectare, and for grain pea it is little bit lesser, that is around 60 to 80 kg per hectare. Okay, so this is the seed rate which you can mention. So after seed rate, we have to discuss plant protection. Last one is plant protection. So actually, peas are generally kind of uh, suffered very much suffer from diseases and pests, so which we need to protect. So major diseases, first we will discuss diseases. So major diseases of pea is kind of powdery mildew is there. Powdery mildew is there, one of the major diseases. We have downy mildew. Downy mildew, it also suffers from rust. It also suffers from wilt. So these are the major diseases which pea suffers from, and its management, you can use kind of resistant varieties. Resistant varieties, for example, Rachana is a variety which is resistant to powdery mildew. Rachana is resistant to powdery mildew. That can be used. Various chemicals can be used, such as mango jab. Okay, these can be used. We can do seed treatment with carbendazim. Carbendazim, seed treatment with carbendazim. We can use cultural methods such as crop rotation, intercropping, all these things if kind of pea is more susceptible to a diseases. So this is kind of disease. Now pea also suffers from various kinds of pests. You can mention pests also. So the major pea pests are pod borer. Obviously it is a pod plant, so pod borer would be there. Pod borer is there. Aphids, it suffer from aphids. Cutworm. So these are the kind of major pests of pea. For pest kind of, from protection of pest, we can use or we can spray neem oil. Spray neem oil. We can use chemicals such as imidacloprid, imidacloprid, imidacloprid. We can also kind of use various kind of predators. For example, beetles are there. Mexican beetle is there, which can act as predator against aphids. So this is how we can control pest. So these are the things we can mention about pea. Okay, so these are the things you can mention about pea. So I hope you understand all the parts. You understand varieties, you understand climate, you understand sowing time, you understand seed rate, and you understand plant protection. How can they be protected? And in conclusion, you can mention, yes, pea production technology kind of integrates all these things for a better yield, better quality, and sustainability of crop under diverse conditions. So this is how you can kind of conclude the answer. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button. Please do share and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on a regular basis. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.